Here we meet Neem, a recluse taking online college with the hopes of climbing the ranks of the writing industry. Let's see. Monday. Maybe today will be a good day. Writing project due Saturday. Easy. Every day begins with the same routine and check the calendar, grab breakfast, and sit down at the laptop to work. Write a story. It's not hard at all. I can write a fantasy story out of anything. Oh, but based in real life. Oh no. He quickly realized that this project was not going to be an ordinary story for him, or perhaps too ordinary. How do you make a story based on a real life you have yet to live? Let's see. It'd be much easier to biograph something that's already happened than try to make up what a normal life is like. What could I even make a story about? With that, Neem searched all of his belongings, hoping that by seeing them he'd be reminded of their stories. But nothing seemed worth writing about. That is, until something caught his eye from under the bed. An old hiking stick. I made this while I was in scouting. And as if stepping back in time, Neem found the box to contain his old scouting uniform and his Eagle Scout. The memories flooded his mind faster than he could process. So many stories, a bright and adventurous past. Is this really me? It feels like it's been a century. Now, of course, Neem is in college, separating his past and present selves by less than 10 years. But the lives they each lived, one of perseverance and adventure, another of simplicity and repetition, seemed so far apart. It's the only option I've got. Where are my old photos? Wow, this is the entire project. Practically moment by moment, remembered in photos. I don't even remember half of these being taken. This really was the peak in my life. Anyways, notes. This Eagle project is going to be my story. Neem thought about the project all that night, and even now it maintains his full focus. It was then that his mind began to trouble him. It felt to him as if he was stealing from himself.
Is this really the last time I ever lived my life? Can I even live up to these standards? The person I once was?
But he carried on writing, eventually dragging himself to the story's end. A story about hard work, perseverance, and leadership. A story wholly unrecognizable to his modern lifestyle.
Quickly, power could go out of the storm.
Neem now proofreads his story, a standard process in writing. For him, however, it was different. It was a chance to read over his journey once more, his younger self's quest to achieve the Eagle Scout Award, a glorified image of his life and values he could no longer live up to.
I know that I can't go back and change any of my life choices since then. I wish I could afford to have journeys like this. No more menial repetition. To have trials and victories. Where did it all go?
Before he could finally submit his project, something told him he should give it one last read over. This time, it was different. With every sentence, he not only saw his memories of the Eagle Project, but his writing assignment, the internal battles he faced in rediscovering himself throughout the writing process. He knew what he had to do.
I can I can write a story out of this. This was my journey all along.
At last, he performs a brief spell check of his work, then adds this day after the battle as a prologue to his story.